Hello. Welcome to day 16 of the 10-minute portrait challenge. Hi 81 Tizzle, nice having you here. It's been great having you along for the ride. And hi Alexa. It's great having all of you, everyone who's watching this, everyone who's drawing along. It's so nice. I'm having a lot of fun and choosing the people that we're drawing from, researching, listening to their music, and some of them have been suggestions from you as well. If there are particular people you would like to draw together, then let me know, and maybe sometime in the future we will. And I'm going to get into it now. I watched an episode of an amazing documentary yesterday, which was really interesting. And here's a screen capture, which was on Aminah's website. Today we are sketching Aminah Chishti, and here's the screenshot. This is Aminah in Pakistan with Ustad Dildar Hussain, who was a tabla player for Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, who we drew, I think, day 2 of the challenge. And it was really interesting, learning a lot, hearing a lot about studying in the lineage, which we also talked about yesterday with Anushka Shankar yesterday, talking about lineage and who we learn from and what gets carried on. And this is such a powerful, amazing lineage that these people are learning in. And if you listen to the music, I've got a few links down below. It's really incredible and so powerful. So it's really a blessing that it's been passed on with such energy through this lineage that we get to listen to it. Really cool. Let's start drawing. So 10 minutes. Aminah is one of the co-founders of the band Fana Fi Allah, who I was... I hope you can hear me. I just realized that my phone was plugged into my microphone. Yes. Cristobal, the guy in the photo. I was thinking he'll be our reference tomorrow, because as we're going through with this idea of lineage, and that Ustad Dildar Hussain was also a student and tabla player together with Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. I thought it seemed super fitting that we also draw him. So he'll be tomorrow's reference. And we use the same reference image because it's just beautiful. There's a documentary there's a link in the description as well that you can watch, called Music of the Mystics, and I think you have to I'm not sure how much it is, but you pay to watch it directly to the Sama School of Music, and it's really incredible. It's so powerful, just about their journey of learning Qawwali. It's really cool. And I was watching this particular episode 3 yesterday, where they're talking about Aminah's journey of learning and being the first ever woman initiated into this lineage as a Qawwali tabla player, which is incredible. So it's really worth watching. It's really powerful and moving and amazing. And let's start drawing. Right, 10 minutes. I got to see Fana Fi Allah in Leipzig. When was that? Like the year before lockdown, I guess. So I guess like 2019. They performed at the Ancient Trance Music Festival, where you may recall, if you were here for Mohammad Reza Motatavi, the Persian drummer, he also performed there. It's a really incredible music festival. Maybe my favorite music festival. And yeah, I got to see them there, and I did some live sketching as Fana Fi Allah were performing, which was kind of stressful because I love their music so much, and it was so hard, and I hadn't had as much practice now as I have with quick portrait sketching. So I was like front row of the concert, loving the music and trying to attempting to kind of do justice to them with my sketching, and and I feel that I failed. But I just, at some point, it was just like, I'll just loosen up and just be part of this exchange of music and sound and devotion, and just go for it. And it was such an awesome experience sketching live at their concert. And yeah, perhaps there'll be another opportunity someday. Now, a few years on, after all of this quick portrait sketching practice, I feel that I would be more equipped to do the kind of live sketching that I endeavored to do, bravely tried back then, and I was really not happy with my results, but the music was amazing, so it was okay. But it was just amazing being there, experiencing them live. It's such an interesting genre of music, the Qawwali performance, and I've mentioned that before, that it's each song is a prayer, an act of devotion, and just the excitement and life. It's really like each song is a party as well, and the Sufi Qawwali party, it's incredible. It's quite an amazing thing to experience. Yeah, so that was cool. And for a while, when I discovered Fanafi Allah, and actually it was through Instagram. I was following someone who shared a post of theirs. I was just like, what is this music? This is amazing. And that kind of sent me on a journey of discovering Qawwali music. And for a while, it was like all I listened to. And they have like half-hour songs, and it's really not all of them, but it's just so different to what we're kind of, at least in my context, how I grew up, what the kind of music we would hear, where maybe you'd have like 3 or 4 minute songs and move on to the next thing, and it's just like one song is just an act of devotion and dedication. It's so passionate and so alive, and what carries it in a very real sense, I think, is the tabla, and Aminah is the tabla player, and just the like percussion is so often like all of it in combination, but percussion is such a driving force in music, and it's like the voice of the tabla is really, I think, something special in the world of percussion, so different to so many other things. I actually cleaned my brushes before starting this, so we'll see how we go. Putting down lighter tones, yeah, that's pretty good. So we've got a bit more than half time left. That's pretty good. So that's my weekly timed portrait practice of the past 3 years paying off. Getting that initial drawing down before starting, which all of you are welcome to come and join, by the way, every Tuesday via Zoom, timed portrait sketching practice. And if you need a bit longer than 5 minutes to get your initial sketch down, or longer than 10 minutes for this portrait, you just take however long you need. The idea is that this 10 minutes is like a starting point, and if you have the time, you can spend more. But even if you don't have more than 10 minutes, I think it's really valuable just to spend that 10 minutes practicing and being dedicated to the practice. And that was so interesting, listening to the documentary and Aminah about this act of practice and devotion that music making is. And I feel can be a real kind of parallel in painting and drawing. You know, it's like, why do we even do it? Why are we kind of compelled and drawn to drawing? And in some way it's I think, an act of devotion and a way of looking at and understanding the world, and in that sense I think it's really nice to combine it in honor of like another devotional act and genre. I think it's really interesting kind of play between these things, and that we keep practicing so that some point, and that ties into Rick Rubin as well, saying you show up, you do the work, and eventually like there's maybe there'll be like the great work where all of this energy you put into practicing then comes, like you are equipped to create something in the service of, I don't know, this creative spirit and energy. And it can be tedious, but it can also be passionate and wonderful, the practice that we put into doing these things. And I just think it's such a kind of fascinating, wonderful journey to be sharing with each of you. And I wonder a lot about the idea of sketching for peace, to create for peace, to do something in this. I think that ties in well with this idea of like the devotional spirit of creation and music. Why do we even want to get better at drawing? And that maybe there will be some circumstance, some situation where we are able to, I don't know, bring some help, bring awareness to something that's already going on, or just to a simple act of beauty, a gift to give to someone, to share with someone, to inspire. I know there are so many things. Let me know in the chat what you think. Why do we draw? What is it that we are doing? What are we in the moment? This is very meditative, just being focused in the act of drawing. But then what is it leading towards? And I think it's really, I feel a clear separation between the act of creating and thinking about, well, why am I doing this? Like, because when you're in it and you're making, not thinking about what it's for you, you're doing it and you're very present. And speaking of which, on Saturday I'm going to be doing a 2-hour live stream, and we're going to be doing 10-minute portrait sketches of musicians of Syria. And there's a really wonderful organization called Choose Love, which is doing fundraising at the moment. And I put the link in, that's how 10 minutes. I put the link in the description for Saturday's live stream, which you can already check out. And there so much wonderful music and so much a great need for help and support in Turkey and Syria right now after the earthquakes. That was 10 minutes, but I just need a bit longer to. You see how, like, as the ink comes down, that initial pencil work, the line work that I put in is just kind of lost. So just a few choice, careful pen strokes will give us back the form that was established in the portrait in the beginning. So yeah, join me on Saturday. I'll be doing a giveaway as well. Someone will win one of the original sketches, and I'll have my Zoom room open. And tonight, in just under 9 hours time, we'll be Drawn Together, episode 11, and we'll be sketching Mafalda Goncalves together with Shannon, and that's going to be a really nice chat and a longer pose. We'll be drawing for at least an hour, which is a really incredible Portuguese mural artist. That'll be lots of fun, so it'd be lovely to have you join us. All right, almost done here. Thank you so much, Aminah. Thank you to everyone from your lineage for the incredible power of what you have dedicated yourself to and what you bring to the world, and the spirit of your music and devotion. Thank you so much. And thank you to each of you for being here, sketching with us. I'd love to see your work. I think Aminah has had some recent trouble on Instagram, one of these kind of, I don't know, like a Bitcoin scam thing. And so it seems that she's created a new Instagram account. So if you check out the Instagram account, which I've tagged here, put down here, it's a really new account. It's just a few days old. And I hope that's her new authentic account. And she also has a YouTube account. And do yourself a favor and listen to some of her music and some of the Fanafiala albums. They're really incredible. All right, that's it. A bit overtime, but someone suggested, I think it was a Capella, 15-minute portraits perhaps. Thank you all for being here. That was great fun, and come and join Drawn Together tonight. If you're unfamiliar with the format, we have a guest on, Shannon and myself. We have a guest, and we draw from photo reference, and we do a portrait for at least an hour. And this was last week's with Gris, which went on for 2 hours. But at least an hour portrait. So it's a longer pose, and it's kind of, you get to listen into the conversation. If you join live in the chat, you get to ask questions as well and be there, be part of the conversation. It's just like hanging out with friends as we draw and talk about creativity and whatever it is that our particular guest is into. So it'd be lovely to have you there. And thank you so much for being here. Saskia, you're very welcome. It's always a pleasure. I really enjoy hosting these and drawing together. Thank you, Sue. Thank you to each of you. 12 people here, only 2 likes so far. It's good for the YouTube algorithms if you give this some thumbs up. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little notification bell so that you'll be informed when I go live in future, because I do it a lot and I love it. Gallery Violet, thank you for being here again. Thanks, everyone. And maybe see you this evening as we draw Mafalda together. You'll be able to see in my live events on my channel that's an upcoming one. And it'd be wonderful to have you join us on Saturday as well. So thanks for being here, everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing your sketches. So tag Drawing with Dylan and 10-Minute Portrait, and tag me too. And we'll love to see everything that you've done. Take care. A little bit of eye gazing. Thank you, 81 Tizzle, for telling me yesterday that it does keep running after I hit end.